Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're watching a video about a woman who is like obsessed with her Asian prints. This genuinely just sounds like Ollie London all over again.
I did not date in high school, but I have been in a lot of relationships where I was not treated the way that I should have been.
Am I the only one who hasn't like been in a relationship? Also, I feel like my hair looks crazy right now, sorry about that. But like, I just never was in a relationship. I never felt the need to be in one. I feel like I'm the only person who's like that. Like, I'm telling you right now, relationships are not for me. But that makes me sad that she was in a relationship that she like didn't like feel like she was treated right. Everyone should be treated right in a relationship.
It's just they were the ones giving me attention, and I wasn't used to getting attention from any male.
I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. Like, sometimes people are so desperate for attention, they will take any attention they can possibly get, and sometimes it can be negative, but it can also be positive. It's quite sad, isn't it? Like, oh my god, it makes me sad.
So because I've not had a lot of luck with Idaho dating, I decided to stop looking for men in Idaho.
So she is going after men in Asia. I mean, you know, it might work out in the end, except they're literally thousands of miles away.
And start looking for my fantasy.
Who's her fantasy? I've got a feeling her fantasy is an Asian man. Whenever she said fantasy, there's two ways of going about it. There's a good way and a bad way. The good way is like, oh my god, I find them really attractive, they're like my type. The bad way is that she's obsessed with them and she will only date somebody like that and like fetishize them.
My ideal man, it would probably be an exact blueprint of my favorite anime crush.
A lot of girls in America like are obsessed with anime looking men. Do you not realize it's really hard to find like men like that? I feel like K-pop, like BTS and like movies over there have really like made American girls fall in love with like Asian men. I didn't know what K-pop was until like a few years ago. But like ever since I've started watching stuff like that, like I've realized, oh my god, the men are actually really attractive.
He has red hair, green eyes, and a fox demon inside him.
Is that the anime character or the man? I don't know which one she's talking about.
But in real life, of course he's got to be Asian. I think Japanese movies were really a big inspiration, like the samurai movies. I love just how they looked in their samurai outfits with their long, luscious hair.
I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest, I find it really hard to get into movies, but I have watched a few Korean movies. I watch All of Us Are Dead on Netflix. I watched about half of it before like I got bored of it because like it's way too long. And then I watched about half of Squid Game. The thing is, like, them Korean like things are so good. The thing that like I hate about them is that they're so long. I can't sit for a series that lasts for around about 12 hours.
Their eyes, their face, their skin tone. I love everything about them.
I mean, she's obviously got a type. The thing is she gonna be able to find that type? Because I feel like in movies it's really hard to find Asian men that actually look like that. It's kind of like any movie, like whenever you think of like a special character, you're like, oh, I want them. But it's really hard to find them in real life.
So I found a social media page called Asian Men, White Women, and that is where I found my Asian prince.
Asian men, white women. That just sounds like the name of a porno to me. I'm assuming that it's like a page that posts white women and also posts Asian men and they like DM each other. I've heard of pages like that before, but like, is she actually gonna fall in love with the man?
Hey baby, I miss you a lot. Love you.
Is that the man? I thought the man she was after was meant to have green eyes. I mean, I don't know what the anime is that she's watching, but to me, he doesn't seem like the guy in the anime. Or maybe he does, maybe I'm just not educated.
Johnny is from China. He is 34 years old. He has an amazing smile and his eyes are just perfect.
Something that I've noticed about people from Asia, especially China and like Korea, is that their skin's amazing. They really age really well. Like over there, you'll look at some of the people and you'll think, oh, they're probably 30 and they're like 60. It's quite crazy. Like everything over there, it's like so advanced. The technology, the food, the movies, everything over there is like a next level. And I feel like that's why people who aren't from that side of the country are kind of obsessed with them. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I low-key want to live there. Like, I want to see the technology in real life.
When I first started talking to Johnny, I was like, oh my god, I just hit the jackpot.
Hey Ella, it's Johnny. I hope you have a great day.
Oh, he seems so sweet. That's what I've noticed is that like from people from other countries who are like foreign to me are always so sweet. It kind of makes me sad whenever people from like my country or America will like look at them and think, oh, they're stinky and like jobless. A lot of the times they've got a lot more qualifications than you and they can speak like multiple languages. His first language is probably like Chinese Chinese. So like he can speak Chinese and English is one of the hardest languages to learn. Also, a lot of people who are from like the Middle East can speak Arabic, English, German, and French. And I can barely speak English, full stop.
Johnny and I have surprisingly a lot in common. I'm like this Western girl, you know, who has this Asian obsession. He's kind of like an Asian man who has a Western culture obsession.
I've noticed that, like, I've noticed a lot of people from like countries are obsessed with like people from other countries. I feel like everyone's like that. Like, whenever you find somebody attractive, they're always from like a different country. Whenever I'm speaking to people and they're from like a different country, they're always like, oh my god, I want to live where you are. Like, you're so beautiful. I love everything about you. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I feel like it's low-key kind of good. But then, like, do they not have people in their country? Like, do they all think the same? I mean, to be fair, I live in Northern Ireland, but I want to live in London.
And we both love anime.
Oh, look at their wee messages. I wish somebody texted me like that. The only messages I get is people literally being horrible to me. I mean, I look-y like that. Like, I look-y love it whenever, like, a really hot guy says something rude to me. There's something about it that I love.
Johnny and I officially became boyfriend and girlfriend about 6 months ago.
Okay, so they've been dating for 6 months. Is it long distance? They haven't actually met each other. I remember I had a long distance girlfriend like 8 years ago. I can't even remember her name. I remember also another girlfriend. I didn't actually ever meet her, but she literally lived in my area. I was a weird child.
But we have been talking for a year and a half, and we talk every single day. And I really think that Johnny is going to be the one that I spend my life with.
I mean, that's cute, but like, you haven't actually met each other yet, have you? I mean, to be fair, my best friend I've only met like 2 times, and once she came to Northern Ireland and I've seen her. So like, I've been best friends with her for like 2 years or something like that. I mean, I've only met her once, so I'm kind of the same as her. Also, in this video, we are going to be reacting to a few TLC videos. I think they're a bit all over the place, but this next video that we're about to watch is Ella casts a love spell before Johnny's trip. So obviously, Johnny is gonna come to America to see her.
In just over a month, my incredible boyfriend Johnny will be flying over from China to meet me for the very first time.
Oh my god, so they're literally gonna see each other. I've got a question though. Obviously he's flying from China. How long does that take? Can we talk about something? Like, I don't understand like flights. Think of it, China is kind of close to America because like Northern Ireland and the UK are in the center. I probably sound crazy right now, but I'll show you what I mean in a second. Okay, so obviously you can see the United States is right there. If someone's coming from China right there, like, why do they have to fly that way? I swear it would be easier if they literally went from there and then like the other way around to the United States. Is that how the flights work? I don't know. I've never been on a flight like that for that amount of time. All I know is that if you're flying to China, it usually takes like 12 hours. I mean, the world is shaped in like a circle, isn't it? I feel like I'm being really stupid right now. I should probably shut up.
Johnny and I have been chatting for a year and a half, and we are completely in love. So Johnny's quitting his job, and he's gonna spend a few months with me here in Idaho.
Whoa, so you're in love and he's gonna quit his job. Okay, I don't know how to feel about that. First of all, this was filmed during COVID, so like it's very hard to like travel during that time. He's gonna have to get a visa and he's gonna have to get something in America, isn't he? Is he gonna work in America? Is he gonna stay with you? He's literally just quit his job in China. Is he ever gonna go back there? Like, does he have a house? Does he have family over there?
I've had a terrible time with men in my life, so this time I want things to go perfectly. And what better way to make that happen than by manifesting it with witchcraft?
Okay, I don't know how to feel about this anymore. I feel like the poor man should not come to America. I mean, witchcraft is low-key kind of interesting. Don't get me wrong. I feel like whenever people think of witches, they think of like Harry Potter and like evil people. You can actually do good witchcraft. Like, witchcraft can be very good for like your soul to open you up and like protect you. Obviously, like everything, there's the good and bad. I'm assuming that she's gonna like create a love spell. Imagine if they break up and she like hexes him.
Now I cast a sacred circle from east to west and north to south.
Imagine you're her neighbor and you just look outside and you see her doing like literal witchcraft. Is that illegal or like can you do it? I mean, I low-key want to be a witch.
Guided by spirit to manifest, I call upon Mother Moon and Father Sun.
Is this like the spell? I don't know why, but I used to think that they get like blood and do it. Maybe I've just been tricked by the movies. I mean, what happens if the spell doesn't work? Imagine it like backfires, so like he hates her.
I've been Wiccan for like a year, but I've dabbled in it since college. And I am in a coven. We are called the Sacred Journey.
Oh, so she's got like her own squad of witchcraft. I mean, that's like kind of scary, but also kind of cool. I mean, boys have groups like lads of like Fortnite and like football. So why can't she get into witchcraft?
I like witchcraft because it kind of helps you make your own destiny. We're doing spells to better ourselves or our situation.
I mean, yeah, like, she is doing it in a good way. Obviously, there's the good way and the bad way. I don't know if it's real. Like, I don't know why. In the back of my head, I feel like it is kind of fake. But, like, witches have been around for, like, hundreds of years. Thank God she wasn't born, like, 200 years ago because she would have been murdered.
And I don't know, it just feels like a proactive way to live my life.
Well, I brought you some stuff today to help you with like a love spell. I'm gonna have you make some moon water, some new moon water, fill it with some purified water, put it in the windowsill. Make sure you take it out before the sun hits it. It'll change its properties.
This literally sounds like me making little potions whenever I was younger. Thinking about it now, that was actually quite dangerous. Like, I used to get loads of chemicals and, like, mix them in, like, a little jar and pretend that, like, I don't know, I made a potion. Maybe I should be a witch now. I wouldn't be a witch, I'd be a wizard. Call me Dumbledore.
Rose is the herb of love, so you'll want to put lots of rose in it if you can.
And use as much as you need.
Okay, so they're literally showing us how to make a potion. Do you want to know something I'm gonna do? This, like, I'm literally gonna take a screenshot of this and, like, make a potion. Oh my god, is this, like, illegal? Should we, like, make our own witch club? I was gonna say we could call each other the White Witches because I'm Connor White, but I feel like that's, like, low-key not good to say. Let's just say the Connor crew. Nah, actually, I don't know.
So my clear quartz, obsidian to help keep out negativity.
And then don't forget to make your new moon water so you can seal it.
I literally can't believe we're actually watching them make, like, a potion. Imagine she, like, pulls out a wand and goes Expelliarmus. I mean, you don't know, Voldemort could still be around. Like, I'm keeping my eyes out for him.
Thank you for doing this for me. I really
You're
appreciate it.
welcome.
Hoping that this will really help us out.
Okay, so that was the second video. We've got 2 more to react to. Obviously, in that last video, she didn't like witchcraft and, like, cast a love potion. In this video, Johnny, her boyfriend, basically wants her to lose weight. He wants her to become skinny.
Although my biggest concern for the trip with being healthy is actually about my girlfriend.
I mean, it's quite obvious he's concerned about her weight. I think we can all look at her and tell she is a bit of a bigger girl. I feel like conversations like that in relationships are so awkward because, like, you want them to be healthy, then you also don't want to upset them and, like, them hate you.
But I always telling myself, if there is a problem, I gonna find a solution.
I love how he pulls that face because he knows that if it doesn't go well, that little potion that she's put on him it's gonna backfire. Oh my god, that's quite scary. Like, maybe he shouldn't do that. I mean, I don't really know how to feel about the conversation because obviously, like, you want to speak about it. Like, I feel like you definitely should in a relationship. If somebody is really big or really skinny and, like, you're concerned about their health, I feel like you should, like, have a conversation about it and talk to them about it. But there's, like, a good way to word it and a bad way.
有什么可以说的吗？
是这样的，就是我现在有一个女朋友，就是她是美国人，就是我们在想一些办法，帮她就是减一下体重。
Okay, so he's currently at a doctor's office. Is this his doctor? What are they gonna do? Like, is he gonna, like, learn stuff and then do it while he's in America? Or is he just gonna give her, like, a workout plan?
My girlfriend Ella has a really beautiful face, and her personality I think is fantastic. I love her, and I love that I'm her #1 Asian man.
And this is where he's gonna turn around and say, but I don't like her body, or something like that. I mean, like, obviously, oh, I don't know how to feel about it. It's like one of them conversations. Do you ever, like, have an awkward conversation with somebody and, like, you don't have the conversation, but, like, you have to? I feel like we're watching this right now, but it's between me and him.
可以，我看一下。
But Ella's current size, she is kind of a little big, especially her belly.
啊，是太胖了。
I love how the doctor's so blunt. She's like, yeah, she's overweight, and he just agrees. I mean, they are a doctor. Also, can we talk about this? A really long time ago, like, people wanted doctors to cancel the word fat. The word fat is like a clinical or like a word to describe somebody who is obese. Obviously, people use it as insults, but it's also like a hospital term, isn't it? I mean, obviously, the doctor saying she's overweight, so theoretically, we can say that. But I also kind of feel weird speaking about her weight. I don't know why.
So if I can help her with weight loss, I think she gonna become more beautiful.
Oh, that's so sweet. Like, he's genuinely so sweet. I just hope they go about it the right way and that, like, she doesn't get upset. Because keep in mind, she is a witch, so she could possibly hex you.
他吃饭吃的多吗？
她吃饭反正就是吃的美国嘛，好多都是热量特别高，
对，
甜点啊，什么巧克力啊，然后当然吃肉啊。
Oh my god, can we just talk about the American food? I've been to America once and the sizes over there are gigantic. Think of like a large McDonald's in the UK are like a large portion size. In America, that's like a medium size. Genuinely, it's quite crazy. Like whenever you go to McDonald's, if you get like a drink, they literally give you a bottle like that big, like bigger than my head, like 3 times the size of my head. I'm not kidding. Like I'm actually not surprised why so many people over there are obese and have like diabetes. Like the food portions are so high, and like a lot of the food is so processed. And also I've noticed something in China, they're always really petite and like quite healthy, and it probably is because like over there they've got like much better food.
因为你像咱正咱这样吃，咱在中国咱也不一定吃的那么干。可在那个地方人家就是这样的生活习惯。
I mean, yeah, it is the way that they live over there. Like that just is the way they are. Also, I feel like over there they've got like a lot more, what's the word, options and like selections to go out and get stuff. In China, obviously there's lots of foods, but like the portion sizes aren't as big. I feel like in China, 3 portion sizes would be like one that would fill up an American.
那么就说，咱从这个中医这药物这个角度，是否您能帮我开一些药？就是我这样，就是用这个药物加上辅助一些像饮食啊、运动啊，来帮他来这个减肥。
I'm not a professional whenever it comes to weight loss, but I'm pretty sure if you do want to lose weight, you have to cut out bad stuff, which is like junk food, chocolate, eat healthy stuff, drink water, and do exercise. And also, whenever it comes to losing weight, it doesn't just happen straight away. Some people have different metabolisms. It could take somebody like a week to lose a load of weight, but for somebody else, it could take them a year. You know, everyone's body is slightly different.
In general, I think Chinese girls are much more smaller than American.
Exactly, like Chinese girls are quite skinny compared to Americans, and they're also very small. The Chinese genetics are very strong, aren't they? Like in China, everyone does, like everyone literally is the same, like around the same height, the same weight, everything. It's so crazy. It's like they're all clones of each other.
But I always attracted by American women because I think they are very independent.
Also, a lot of people think that like people from other countries are a lot more attractive, probably because like they're not around them. In China, there probably are American people, but like he doesn't walk into American girls every single day. So like whenever he sees one of them, it's kind of like seeing a ghost or like, I don't know, like a Superman, like a superhuman. Like they're so different to what he usually sees. He's just like fascinated by them. Also, I've been told that by many men, so don't try to have a go at me.
And they are very sexy. So I'm very excited to visit Ella in Idaho, but I think it's gonna be totally different with my current life.
Exactly, like whenever he gets there, it's gonna be so different. Like he is in for a shock. Also, do these herbs like help you? I mean, I might take a screenshot and try to figure out what them herbs are. I swear like herbs are really good for like making you feel like awake and like alive. Have you ever like drank like something or ate something that's made you feel really good? I feel like herbs are really good for that.
I'm most nervous about the ranch work at her family ranch, but I hope I become a redneck cowboy.
Oh my god, he literally wants to become a cowboy. To be honest, I want to be a cowboy as well. Okay guys, so I've got some bad news. Apparently Johnny's visa gets denied. That's the title of the last video we're gonna watch.
It's so important that Johnny is attracted to me. And even though Johnny has said he loves me as I am now, I have been learning that he is not very direct. Like he tries to say things in the most polite way and to not offend anybody.
Yup, I've noticed that a lot of people do that, and I feel like it's because of like the way culture is nowadays. Nowadays you can't say stuff without people getting offended, whether it's online or in real life. I'm literally scared to say to somebody, oh my god, I don't really like your makeup, like I feel like you look better with a look online, because like I would literally get like ratioed and like screamed at. I mean, to be honest, it's got to do with like not caring. Like realistically I don't care, so I probably will say it. But like everyone online is so tense, but like you'll never meet them people in real life. How people talk online and how situations are online, especially in Twitter, is not how they're like in real life.
Sometimes I'm worried that Johnny just tells me things that I want to hear when it comes to my appearance.
She obviously knows that something is up. I mean, in a relationship, you need to have communication. Like, you need to be able to speak to each other and tell each other how you feel. That's like one way a relationship will work. If you're constantly trying to make the other person happy by like sugarcoating what you've got to say, it's probably not going to work out. I love how I'm sat here giving relationship advice whenever I've never been in a relationship.
What's your fitness goals looking like?
I have a boyfriend coming over from China.
Oh, wow, that's exciting.
Yeah, so I want to lose 10 pounds before he gets here because I'm worried that if he gets here, I'm like too big or, you know, all the stuff that women go through, so.
Okay, so obviously she's like in a gym right now. She wants to lose the weight. I don't know how much 10 pounds is, but I think it's quite a lot. I don't know what her metabolism is. Like, usually people of that size don't have the best metabolism. Like, a lot of them won't even eat that much, or like they'll eat like normal food, but like they'll just gain the weight because of their metabolism. Metabolism is like so interesting to me because like I eat so much bad stuff, or well, I used to whenever I was like 15, but like I would never gain the weight. Like I would always stay skinny and like quite muscular. Sometimes I feel like I could take some of my metabolism away and give it to people to help them lose the weight.
It's definitely hard hard for me to go to the gym because I feel like everybody's watching me.
Exactly, I feel bad for people who want to go to a gym to like do exercise, but like they're scared to. I don't know why, but I feel like you think people are looking at you when realistically they're not. It's kind of like whenever you go out and do a shot and like you see people from like your old school or like people you might know. Like you think everyone's looking at you, but realistically they're just not. It's just like a thing in your head that like messes with you.
A lot of the time my anxiety gets too bad and I have to leave.
That is so sad though. Like obviously she wants to go to the gym and lose the weight, but in her head like it's playing games and making her like really paranoid. That's so sad. Like I wish there was kind of like gyms where just like nobody was in them except for one person. You know how you can get like private rooms in like a restaurant or like a club? I feel like you should do that in gyms where like somebody pays money for like a private room to work out in.
I just hope that Johnny can appreciate what I'm doing to look my best for him.
I mean, as long as you tell him like you're trying to lose the weight, I'm sure he'll be completely fine. He literally wants to help you, so if anything, he's gonna be very happy to hear that you're like in a gym. What's happened?
What's wrong, Ellie? What's happening?
Well, Johnny just said that his visa got denied to Singapore.
Okay, that is not good. I swear to get into like a country like America, you need a visa. I swear America and Australia are like the hardest countries to get into. I could not deal with that. I've never flown on my own and I'm meant to be in a couple of months because I'm going to England. I'm genuinely putting myself. I know it's like not that far, but like I feel like something's gonna go wrong. I feel like I'm gonna accidentally say something and like I'm gonna get arrested. Even though I literally show my passport, get onto the flight and get off the plane. Like that's what it is, but like in my head I feel like I'm gonna mess up somehow.
It said, baby, my Singapore visa got denied. So I'm gonna call him.
Okay, she's gonna call him. Is there a reason why it got denied? Sometimes whenever you're filling out paperwork, like if you mess something up, you won't be able to get into the country. Or sometimes they just like deny your visa. Also keep in mind this was during COVID times. So like maybe COVID is the reason why they're denying him. Is he gonna pick up? I don't think so. It looks like he isn't gonna pick up, oh no. Like I feel bad for her, she's literally in a gym, like working out, trying to look her best for him, and then his visa gets denied.
Seeing this text, I feel devastated. And now I can't get through to him.
It's so weird how they live in completely different places in the world. Like they live in different time zones. Whenever she's awake, he's probably asleep, and whenever he's awake, she's probably asleep. Long distance relationships are honestly so hard. Like I don't think I could ever do a proper one.
Like I don't understand why it didn't get approved. The plan has always been for him to get a Singapore visa and go from there to the US. So now I don't know what we're gonna do.
Exactly, and I feel like whenever you get a visa, you can only apply for one like once every 6 months or something like that. Oh my god, what happens if a relationship like breaks up? Maybe she shouldn't have done that like potion in the first place. I'm telling you right now, it was the potion.
I am definitely really worried that this is gonna be the first step to him never being able to make it to the United States.
Oh no, I feel so bad for her. Like she was literally in tears. Anyways guys, that was the end of the video. There's quite a few videos on like this couple. TLC are posting them like every week. Do you guys want to see me react to them? Let me know and I definitely will. There's quite a few more. Anyways guys, that is the end of the video. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, press the big red subscribe button, and yes, I'll see you all in my next video.